Hello everyone and welcome to Computer Games. In today's video we have the pleasure of taking a look at one of the lesser-known titles developed and published by Nintendo. Dr. Mario and Puzzle League is a 2-in-1 32-bit adaptation of two classic Nintendo puzzle series. While I'm sure most of you are familiar with Dr. Mario, Puzzle League has been released in the West with a Pokémon license attached to it and also as Tetris Attack. If you are a Game Boy Advance owner, this might be the first puzzle game you should consider purchasing for the system. Let's talk about Dr. Mario first. This is a game that hasn't really changed since it was first released in 1989, but is still being sold to this day as a watered-down mobile title. While you won't find any new groundbreaking gameplay modes, it's easily the fastest and best playing version you'll find on any system. Dr. Mario 64 looks pathetic when compared to this version, and I would even say it looks better than the 2015 Dr. Luigi release when played on the Retron5 like you are seeing here. But the biggest difference is in the gameplay. If you ever had the opportunity to play an arcade version of Tetris, Io or Bust a Move, it's a surprisingly superior gaming experience. The arcade puzzle games had far more responsive controls and a much more powerful computer AI interface to arrange challenges for you. Both titles on the cartridge have that distinct level of quality. They should considered must-plays for fans of both series. If anyone has a case as to why another version of Dr. Mario could be considered better, please let me know. Each game offers a variety of single-player and multiplayer modes and has the best-looking graphics and sound of any version. While I can't say this is the hands-down definitive version of Puzzle League, it's an exceptional version, making this a must-have title for any Game Boy owner. The game's graphics are more impressive when playing Dr. Mario, but both titles have some very detailed sprite work that looks distinctly 32-bit quality. Dr. Mario has some great animation, and while you only see one screen while playing the game, the developers really did a nice job making it a lively one. Puzzle League looks a little bit generic with its spreadsheet-inspired background graphics, but just like Dr. Mario, the game plays blazing fast with bright vivid colors, not one of them a shade of pastel. While graphics aren't what people look for in puzzle games, I really found the 3 to 5 screens of gameplay I saw appealing to the eye. On a scale of 1 to 5, I give the graphics in Puzzle League a 4.0 out of 5. Seeing Dr. Mario redone in true 32-bit form is surreal. Puzzle League looked amazing when it was first released back in 1995 and looks just as good here. Plain and simple, it has the graphical quality you would expect from a first-party developed Nintendo game. Both titles feature excellent music that makes great use of the Game Boy Advance sound processor. Sound effects are of good quality in both titles, with Dr. Mario's being better incorporated into the gameplay. NES fans will love the sound of the classic Dr. Mario music redone for this release, but the Puzzle League soundtrack is somewhat limited. There is some original music waiting for you in the end credits, and it sounds distinctly like it came from the recent Paper Mario Origami King. It's actually no coincidence, as both titles came from longtime development studio Intelligent Systems. Overall, I feel the sound earns a 4.0 out of 5. There are some amazing versions of classic Nintendo music on the soundtrack, and most of the sound is CD quality. You will notice that much more love was given to the Dr. Mario side of the sound than the Puzzle League VR missions. Like almost every title developed internally for a Nintendo console, the game features excellent controls. This is made all the more evident by how the game runs with impeccable consistency, never slowing down. While some may miss certain features from other Puzzle League entries, the improved gameplay performance will likely make this the preferred version for hardcore fans. The controls score a perfect 5 out of 5. It's only 1 or 2 buttons and a D-pad, but it goes 60 frames per second and doesn't skip a beat. It's a feeling of pure bliss not found on gaming consoles released before 1995. So no surprise ending here, Dr. Mario and Puzzle League for the Game Boy Advance is a very fun experience. If you are a big Dr. Mario fan, you should make purchasing this game a priority over your next tank of gas. If you feel in love with Tetris way back when and love puzzle games, you're going to be blown away by this game. Really, you won't find anything you won't find exceptional in this cartridge, which I feel earns it a score of 4.5 out of 5 for the game's overall fun factor. It's the best playing puzzle game Nintendo ever released on a cartridge. You are getting 2 games in one, so it's a fantastic value. The only thing in the game that could be improved upon would have been the addition of the story mode to Puzzle League and new gameplay modes in Dr. Mario. As long as you are not expecting any new content, you will be blown away by this high-quality late release on Nintendo's second 32-bit portable console. If you are lucky enough to have reserved the analog Game Boy that is being released this fall, this is the perfect pick up to start your library with. Thanks again everyone for tuning into Computer Games. I hope you found the video interesting and appreciate your opinion. Please feel free to leave any feedback about the review or any other content on the channel.